Hi everyone, welcome to GT Coding. In this video, we will learn how to display our posts and projects in our website. I have already gone ahead and added some posts. So if I go to posts, we can see that we have a couple of posts over here. If you take a look at one of the posts, we can see that here we have the title, here is the content, and this is an excerpt. And I also have uploaded a featured image, and I have also created some new categories. So just click over here and you can create a new category, and I have assigned some to different categories. And after that you have to just click on this button over here and your post will be saved. These are the different categories. You can also add categories from here, and then I also have added some projects. So if I go to projects, we can see that we have two projects over here. I have done the same thing over here: the title, the content, and the excerpt, and also the featured image. We don't have any category for our project, so that's basically it. So if you have not added any projects or posts, just go ahead and do it, and after that you will be able to keep up with this tutorial. So let me just go ahead and visit our site. So I'll click on visit site. So here is our website. So we'll just go to the code, and here we have our index page. So we are displaying this text over here. So this is the text index.php, and we have the header that we are getting from our header.php file. This is the content that we have displayed over here, and then we are also getting the footer from this footer.php file. So now what we will do is display our posts in our index file. So whenever we go to this page over here, the titles of all the posts should be displayed over here. We'll just delete this index.php. We can see that we have the header and the footer. So now we'll go ahead and get back into PHP mode. Now whenever you want to display your posts on your website, you have to create a loop for it. So we'll type while, and there's a function in WordPress called have posts. So we'll type have posts, and inside that we have to type a function called the post. And now we have all the posts retrieved in our website. Now what we'll do is just echo hi. So we have 6 posts in our website, so hi should be displayed 6 times. We'll just also add a line break. So we'll go to our website and we'll refresh. So here we can see that we have hi displayed 6 times, which means that our loop is working. Instead of hi, we will display the titles of all our posts. So here we will get back into the HTML mode. So we'll close the PHP mode and we will open it here again. And what we'll do is here we will create an S3, and inside that we'll get back into the PHP mode. And there's a WordPress function called the title, which displays the current title. So when we type the title over here, what happens is that it loops through all the posts, and it will find the title of each post and display it on our screen. So just save this and refresh our page, and we can see that we have the titles of all the posts displayed over here. Now in the same way, we'll also display the excerpt down here. So the excerpt of all our posts will be displayed under our title. So we'll go back to our code, and after the h3 we will get back into PHP, and here we will type the excerpt. And if I save this and refresh our page, we can see that our excerpts are displayed on the screen. Now what we'll do is include these headings inside an anchor tag, so that when you click on these titles you'll be taken to that post. We'll just go ahead and create an anchor tag over here, And for our link here, we can use a WordPress function. It is called the permalink. So the permalink, and we'll just cut this and paste it after our h3. Now whenever the title is clicked, the user should be taken to that particular post. So I'll just save this and refresh our page. So we have these titles displayed over here, and we also have the link. If you take a look at the bottom left corner of the screen, you can see the link of each of these posts. So this has a different link, this has a different link, so each of these posts has a different link. So we'll just click on one of these posts, and here we can see that it takes us to the single .php page. It is not displaying the post because we haven't coded it yet. Now we'll go ahead and code our single .php page. We'll go to our Visual Studio Code, and we'll go to our single .php file, and we'll just remove this. Now to display our post, we have to write it inside the famous while loop. So we'll get back into our PHP mode, and here we will type while have posts, and then we will type the post. Now in our single .php page, we want to have the title, the author, and we'll also display our featured image and the content. We'll also have our comment form, so we'll display all those things over here. So first of all, we will display the title. So we'll get back into the HTML mode, and here we'll type h2, then get back into the PHP mode, and we have to type the title just as we did in our index.php page. Now here we will type posted by, and we'll get back into PHP mode and just type the author. Now the next thing we need to have is the featured image. So we'll type img, and for our source we have to give the URL of our featured image. So we have to get back into the PHP mode, and we have to echo the URL over here. So we have a function called get the post thumbnail URL, which will give us the URL for our featured image. So we'll type get the post thumbnail URL, and in that we have to specify the ID of the post. So to get the ID of the post, we have a method called get the ID. So that's it for the URL. We'll also close this over here, and now we'll display the content and the comment form. We will get back into the PHP mode, and we'll type the content and comment form. So that's basically it for our single.php page. Now we'll just save this and refresh our browser. Here we can see that we have the title, the author, and we also have the featured image and the content and also the comment form. So this is basically how you retrieve the posts from the WordPress database. Now we'll see how to write a customized WordPress query. So we'll go back to our VS Code, and we'll open our index.php file, and to write a customized query you need to create a variable. So we'll create a variable called we'll name it blog posts, and then we have to type new WP query, and in that we have to have some arguments. It should be an array, so we'll create the array over here. If you have no idea about arrays in PHP, you can watch my PHP tutorial video, which I will link in the description below. And Here we'll create an associative array. We have so many different options over here. So first of all, we have the option of deciding which type of post we want to display. So if we type project over here, our projects will be displayed. Now we also have to type this variable name in front of this method over here. So we'll type blog posts and we will have an arrow and blog post over here. And now if we'll save this, we can see that our projects are being displayed on our screen. Now there are so many different options over here. We can also specify the number of posts to be displayed on the screen. So we'll just change this to post, and here we can type posts per page, and we can type any number over here. We'll just type 3, and we'll just save this, and if we refresh our page, we can see that 3 posts are displayed on our screen. So these are the basics of how to get our posts from the WordPress database. So we'll just click on this title over here. We can see the post displayed over here. We'll just go back and click on this post, and we have this post displayed over here. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.